again.
Yeah, I think it's 52 and VAT. I think.
Yeah, it's 29 in dog years.
Yeah.
Efren, hello everybody. Jason Morin in the house. Hello, Jason. You need to be on these shows, buddy. Good morning, folks. I'm listening while I'm inking this morning. All good. Brown Dog sends a bunch of icons this morning. Morning, Brown Dog. Marv in the house says greetings, sinners. It's all good. It's time for the Sunday Funnies, folks. I think we're just gonna watch cartoons today and talk about them as they play. Try to avoid as much copyright entanglement as we possibly can. We'll see. We'll let you know if there is. So, gonna run that opening and then get ourselves underway here. Oh, I should run this too since it's right there.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
We've been disavowed. Randy, you're muted.
Is the opening running?
Yeah, it ran. Well, no, not the opening, but the disclaimer did.
Yeah, we got the statement where they
all right, so we're back to the regular screen. Because on my end, on my end, and I'm not kidding, the opening was running and I was muted. Nobody else was. And the only way I didn't know it wasn't running is Brian spoke up. So
because I'm a pro.
We're gonna try that opening again. Let's see how this works. I hope it's working now. Come on in, everybody.
What a great start.
Yeah.
Gets better every week.
Silly streamer. You might hear my washer going on in the background. It's only going to be on for a few more minutes. So, the daughter and her family have been here the last 2 weeks as they, one of the weird perks from the Flint water crisis of 2014, by the way.
Okay, the water crisis with three of the biggest lakes in the world 20 miles away.
Yeah.
Welcome to America, Glenn.
Don't get me started.
Sorry, Randy, carry on.
They were actually taking the water out of the Flint River, which has been washed clean over, it's now been, 2 decades of GM not being around or dumping any chemicals in the river. So everything's pretty much washed out. And all of the bad soil on the embankments, most of it at least, have been covered over by concrete in the troubled areas. But anyway, thanks to the Flint water crisis, they were able to get their house fixed up. So on whatever the government's grants dime or something. So they went through and re-sided the house. And
so they brought you all their washing for the past 6 months.
Yeah. No, so they've been here the last 2 weeks.
Hi, Dad. We brought a truck with a washing on it.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Let's start with this one, and then we'll see that at least this way it might get. I can always run out and turn the washer off. It probably doesn't have much longer to go. Can you hear it? Is it really bad? I'm hearing it.
No, it's not bad.
It sounds like a dog panting.
Does it? Okay. Yeah. It's actually my TARDIS, like Glenn said earlier.
Yeah, it's the TARDIS.
It's my TARDIS. We're currently traveling through time and space. It's all good. Marv left a, aerocomics.store. Thanks, Marv, on that. It says, get your Aero Comics books at the store by clicking at the link above. Exactly. Yep. Aero Comics. Let me share this here. Nope, not that. Come on. Mitch was supposed to join us. He said he'd be here in a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he said he'd be late.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. This one right here.
Does sound like a dog.
It does, doesn't it?
Shake her legs, Randy.
Right.
Is that a steam dryer?
It is. Runs on steam. Might as well have been. We've had it in the we've had it since before we got married. So that's
Since
about
Robert
40
Louis
years old.
Stevenson dropped it off.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a
folks.
steampunk
Cool.
dryer.
Yeah,
What's
that's
this?
the one.
You hear that all right?
Yep.
Yes, and I know that music. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a plane! It's Superman!
This has been slightly redone, so I hope it's not copywritten.
It's pretty.
It's a pretty copy though. I should probably turn it down also. Jump up on that here.
People would
Wow.
rather hear us anyway.
Is that a little better?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not. It was blasting through my earphones, so apparently they upped the sound quality on it as well. So this is restoration in 4K. Dave Fleischer.
I like the way the animator gets his name before the story writer. That sounds about right.
You tell who's in charge.
Yeah.
Bloody writers.
No, they're almost as bad as
Their
us.
civilization was
Yeah.
far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the
Look at that
absolute peak of
atmosphere.
human perfection.
How wonky.
There came a day when
Looks like
giant
Flint
quakes
water.
threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small
Oh,
rocket
it's an
ship
origin
that drifted in
story.
the direction of the
Giant
Earth
quake.
just as Krypton exploded.
On the origin.
Oh,
Only the movies would be this brief.
The rocket ship sped through star-studded space,
if only.
landing safely on Earth.
Well,
with
they
its
said
precious
they're supposed
burden,
to go back to the
Krypton's
animated
sole
stuff,
survivor.
so we'll see.
Not very
Eventually,
far
the
away,
nurse
Earth, was
found the
it?
uninjured child and took it to an orphanage.
Look at that ink
As
drawing.
the
That's
years
pretty
went
hot.
by and the
Nice.
child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers.
Amazing.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a
I
never-ending
love that
battle for truth
logo.
and
I
justice,
seriously love
Superman
that
has
chest
assumed the
symbol.
disguise of Ken.
These
Look at
cartoons
that
are so
hair.
great in
Metropolitan
general.
Tuesday.
They are.
Just fantastic. And they still hold up real well.
Clark Kent, so slick. What a lovely suit.
And it took them
Yeah.
50 years to be able to
Yeah.
match this.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
received another threatening note. Okay,
I
Mr.
want to
White.
see you.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming
A
in.
note. A note.
And it was tied the mad scientist.
Has
Too.
he signed it,
Plans
Mad
to strike
Scientist?
tonight. Beware you.
How
It
awful.
must be authentic.
My
then.
electro-euthanasia ray strikes tonight at 12. Total destruction will come to those who laughed
You
at me
fools.
and failed to heed my warning. Beware, I strike at midnight.
I understand this
This
entire
nut may
trope
prove
was started
dangerous.
by Nikola Tesla.
Kent, you will help Lois follow up her lead.
No, I'm
may have
serious.
an angle
That's
on
where the
this
mad
thing.
scientist
Yes,
angle
sir.
came from.
That's true. That's true.
I'd like the chance to crack the story on my own.
Well,
That-
I'd want to be
that-
like a slightly peeved
I don't know.
Lois.
With
mad
a
scientist,
woman?
not a mad one.
A woman
Chief,
doing
don't
it
you
on her
think
own?
that's a
Hmm.
dangerous mission?
That's dangerous talk there, Russ.
Look at her go. Action
Look
girl.
at
Yeah.
No action women in the past
That's
whatsoever.
right.
that. That's right, yeah. It's all that.
A reporter and a pilot. I swear to God, that's she's
Time to get
amazing.
back to listen. So I've got all the Fletcher cartoons on Laserdisc, so that's beautiful. But this video you're showing just looks amazing.
Wow.
That's a mad scientist haircut, if ever I've
Yeah, but
seen.
look at those rainbow eyes that it's way ahead of its time.
It's Iago's second cousin.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those. Look at that machinery. That's real
The,
Frankenstein stuff.
Isn't that great?
It's quite obvious the Disney inspiration here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking at the quality of what's gone before.
This
Yeah.
inspired animators for decades afterwards. The Fleischer stuff's always top notch.
When
All
is
the
this
old Betty
from,
Boops and Popeyes are like this too. It's
This
crazy.
from the 30s. This from the 30s and 40s.
I think so,
40s.
yeah.
40s.
40s?
Yeah. Early 40s, I believe.
This is 41, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, my understanding is they spend as much on this one cartoon as many studios were spending on feature films.
Wow.
And it shows. Every
I believe
penny
it.
of it shows up on the screen.
Yeah.
You can't park your plane outside the front door.
I saw a few episodes of the live series. What I like the most is how they mix the live action with the cartoon. Yeah.
That girl's got Hatch's helmet on.
The evil done in the shadow.
Yeah, why fly when you can walk?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What sort of a bird is that?
I'll give you the greatest story of destruction.
Animated Batman got inspiration from that, at least for backgrounds. Now for the whole feel of it. Yeah. The whole atmosphere. I'm sure Denny was those the folks working on the Batman animated were very influenced by this. Saw this when they were kids. Really see this come through in the Batman, or not Batman, but the Superman animated series that they did.
How is that?
They held up to the same kind of architecture and.
Is this midnight? Because that was not complete destruction. That was just a portion of the bridge.
Yes. Who's wanting to build the city in a grip of terror went on his rampage of destruction on the stroke of
A little bit of rotoscoping at work there.
The deadly impact of his mysterious ray smashed the
So
famous tower
turn
bridge,
the ear
hurling
to the
cars
radio
and
so they
pedestrians
can hear it
into the river
better.
below. The police have warned everyone to remain in
Glorious
their
manual.
homes.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Oh, and Bud Collier's voice. Holy cow. So
I'm going to get a name for my desk.
This is where the expression coming out of the closet came from.
Look at him. Yeah.
No, nobody knows you're there, mate. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah. Mark, the elevator's over there.
At least he used the window.
That's true.
Not a sentinel.
It's not a sentinel, no. Oh no! Taking out those few bricks is going to take the whole building down.
Damn it, I just saw Superman come out of this building.
Yeah, he got out in time.
Look at that.
Ending.
He could have gotten hurt.
Oh, this is the Matrix. Look at this.
Look at
Look at
that. Look at this.
Oops. Oh no, he's taking it too far.
It's okay, the building's fine until somebody sneezes.
Yeah. I love this sequence.
Look at
Isn't that
that.
amazing?
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Superman.
Oh, he's going 5,000.
See, now we'd have to know why the mad scientist was so upset, and we'd have to sympathise with him, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
You can't just have him mad.
Do you think that's a steam-driven laser?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
great the way he's
nowadays
getting zapped by it.
that mad scientist would have had an evil dad or something like that.
Yeah.
Which would have made him terrible.
How do you punch a laser?
He's knocking that laser into unconsciousness. He's rendered it inarticulate.
This was long before they figured out how laser technology worked.
Yeah.
The Joker.
Yes, that's what we wanted to see.
That's right.
In a knot.
He
Yes.
trapped his arm
Yeah,
in it.
absolutely in a knot. Popped like a pimple. Shakes. I got smokes. Yeah.
They're still not flying.
A lot of that was rotoscope.
The plane.
He's jumping.
Back
Not
when he was
flying.
leaping.
Yeah.
It's a little more than a tall building, though. But we're not keeping score. We're not keeping track.
We'll let him- Oh, in there. Stay in there.
He throws him in.
But what about my rights?
The Fair Coplet Society is to blame.
The action is quite
Superman
Thanks.
stopped by Miranda. Nice smile suits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fabulous.
Look at
I've
that.
never
That's
seen that
amazing.
before. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
You can find that over on YouTube if you want to look. Great stuff, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm presuming that Batman's the same or similar.
Well, they didn't do Batman cartoons back in the 40s. They did
Right.
they did serials that were really bad. So
I
Kind
like
of a-
cereal.
a precursor to the Adam West, Burt Ward material.
Right.
Only the Batmobile was a 30s gangster car.
Wasn't it in
With
black and
white
white?
tires.
Didn't he have like the funny cow where it looked
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah,
falling off?
yeah.
Yeah.
And every time Batman threw a punch, his cape would like fly around. So
Yeah.
he'd hit a guy, put the cape back behind him, hit a guy, put the cape back behind him. Oh, and the original car that Randy mentioned was a convertible with the top down. So Robin would get in front, Batman would get in the back end, and they change out into the open. You can just imagine all the people walking by. What's Bruce Wayne doing in his underwear? Oh my God, he's with the kid. I'm calling Child Protective Services.
Did they
That was
have
back in a
those
more
back then?
more innocent time. Yeah.
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 Child
No, no.
Protection Services. I'm going to take your child away from you, make sure it's okay, and then shove him up a chimney.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. Not like anything bad happened, is it, before 1950?
No.
Oh God, no.
What have you got next, Randy?
How about a little now for something completely different?
Have you changed your name, Ramdy?
Ramdy.
What?
Ramdy's in.
Ramdy?
Ramsey.
Ramdy? It's still Ramdy. No, I'll
He's
I'll
come-
change it.
Ramdy's
Okay.
come from the Indian continent.
I was going to
Exactly.
say, he sounds like a Maharishi now. Maharishi Ramdy Zim.
Maharishi Ramdy.
There, how's that? Much
That's
better.
better, yeah, that's better.
All right, just for that, here's a little
Look at
here's
this
a little
space
different,
angel.
Ooh,
different
Space
kind
Angel.
of animation.
Alex Toth, yes.
Brian's happy.
Hearing it all right?
Yep. When is this from?
Yeah, it's a little loud. Let me turn that down just a little.
Oh, wow.
Look
Look at that.
adventure in outer space with Scott McCloud, Space Angel, in the story of the
It's Nick Fury.
Compass.
It is.
I never noticed, but his headgear looks like the original Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
I like the fact that back in the day, if you wanted an anti-hero, you simply put an eye patch on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pirate.
But he's got that. There's Dum Dum
Ah,
Dugan.
no! Ah, my eyes!
Pepper Potts.
It's a damn spray on tan, I tell you.
That's why he's got that little mouthpiece in front of him.
Yeah, so you don't ever have to see him talk.
Yeah.
From the same people that brought you Clutch Cargo.
Oh no, this is disturbing.
Only when they're talking.
Right.
Stand by for vertical landing. Hey, okay here, Scott.
Hey,
Scotty.
okay. Oh, I love the
His
way
name's
this
Scott,
aircraft
but
lands.
his buddy
Look
is
at that.
Scottish. How great.
Yeah. And I've always wondered how Concorde landed.
There you go.
Why would you do that? Why?
Actually, Elon Musk with his SpaceX rockets is actually doing that now.
Yeah.
In the
No, I
current
know.
spacing.
It's just if you've got the technology to like whip around the solar system whenever you like, you don't need to land vertically.
Yeah, well.
God, oh look, it's a plane.
That's the LA airport right there.
Yeah.
I like the
As you know,
detail on
Scott,
his
we have been
suit.
conducting unmanned space
Yeah.
probes
It was almost a
through
bit
these
sort of
four major
Steranko-ish.
galaxies with spectacular
Yeah.
results. We have now developed the resources
Ah!
and science for the
He
next
looks like
stage.
Steranko.
Commander Scott, You are going to be the one to launch Supermariner
He's
into
got
the
a
new
sexy
frontier,
mouth.
Vector 5. I cannot stress too highly.
What
the
is it?
importance
He
of
looks
this
like
task.
he's chewing a wasp.
Vector 5. We're about 2 years ahead of ourselves, aren't we, Chief? We've
What's that
barely
film,
begun
that
to explore
Deliverance?
the other
That's
side.
the
Got a pretty
smallest
mouth,
mouth
don't it?
ever. What's
Yeah,
that
pretty
about?
mouth.
The jaw never moves,
Meanwhile,
but the lips
Project
do.
New Frontier will get underway.
Oh
What about the
no!
launching
Now I'm just.
platform?
They are all the
How
same
soon?
mouth. That's the
It will be
trouble.
completed
Yeah.
by
I'm
tomorrow.
disturbed now.
Care to see the progress? Sure, Chief. That's the human race for you. Why walk? if
Hey,
you can run?
Scotty.
That's the human race for you. Why walk when you can drive?
The assembly crew is just about finished.
This is brilliant. Look at the way they stand it as well.
No, they are like Marv's
This
got it
is-
right. Nice butts.
Cartoons
I
on
used to
a
run one of
budget.
those
That's what
space
this
bugs
is.
myself. Remember, Skipper?
I've got more in my
Hey,
wallet than they spent on this cartoon.
That guy is from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
2000
Seen him.
2001.
We'll be using the new Plus X plasma fuel, which responds
That
to
ass.
That's some great butts.
of magnetic particles. Right. Those little pods have enough
They
power.
look like those shape
They
things
move
that you
quickly,
buy in
too.
places.
Love that.
And observe from a distance.
Nowadays, all of them would have
After the
like
launch,
McDonald's
Professor
written on the
Mace will
side
track
of
and
them.
record for the
They
evening
would.
star.
Product
But we
placement.
need some special high-frequency equipment.
Your remote control unit will be put aboard
This
the
man is
start of this
disturbing me. I'm sorry.
Blast off at old 600 hours.
Oh,
This
dear.
mouth.
The cry of a disappointed female. What is it, Crystal?
I was hoping to have my hair done.
You should say, I've already had mine done. Shouldn't you? When she says that.
Oh god! I was hoping to have my hair done. I can't
There goes
possibly save the
Thunderbird
planet
Train.
this week.
I'm calling off the war. I broke a nail.
We're now in free flight.
The trajectory is good. We'll rendezvous in...
Almost Hollywood
Unit.
background.
Yeah.
Super Mariner on the scope now.
This is
The workmen are now
fantastic.
clearing the area. Let us start checking the remote control unit, Chris. Hey, Skipper, look!
Skip a look.
Something's gone wrong. Its gyro system has gone haywire. It's pulling it off orbit.
God, I have no control at all.
Look at the magnetic indicator.
You need tenor, lady.
God, I had to use the illustration where my eyes went wide.
Exactly.
Around and pointed towards Earth.
Something or someone is taking control of the space platform.
What's the destroy button?
Destroy. Right.
Oh, Joe, you probably did. Because I feel like
Yeah.
I saw this when I was a little kid.
Zero and
Hello,
on
Joe.
Earth.
I like the way that so much of it is literally like an inked panel.
Yeah.
Crystal, slam the
And they-
high-frequency circuit. That should disrupt the signals that
It's
are
like
controlling this
it's just
broadcast.
it's
Right
lovely
now.
artwork. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a proper inked panel, isn't it? And all
Yeah.
they've done is they've just whacked it on. Like that's the same again. No difference. Beautifully drawn. Just whack it on and then slap some lips on
That
there.
was your close one.
We've stopped whoever it is that's trying to
Yep.
control the Supermariner, but with that frequency...
Oh, like
jam, we
she
have no
blinks.
control
Oh
either.
wow.
We have to
I know.
blast it off manually.
That's worth the extra $1.95 they paid for this.
Oh my god, his face.
Firing brake.
That's his favourite rocking chair.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He has all those ship's controls in that one lever.
That's
Yep.
right.
Economy.
Oh, it's floating. I love that. Look at that. It's so simple and yet so effective.
Mr. Gremlin, the nerve center of the Supermariner has jumped its trolley.
I don't think so, Chris.
Wouldn't you just love to work on this, though?
Yeah.
You'd have such a laugh, wouldn't you? Look at
This
that.
is
That's
all Alex
fantastic.
Toth, though. This is all Toth. Here. You
Yeah.
God,
can see it. It's just, it screams Alex Toth's
Oh,
work,
electro gyro is out.
except for the lips.
Oh no, the electro gyro is out. Captain, I can't keep her together.
Oh.
Oh, look at his ass!
Push up forward and take the controls.
Look at that.
He's got his incontinence trousers on.
I've got to empty them out next week.
It's like, excuse me, Captain, I empty my trousers out of the space lock. Oh, it's better.
I am sloshing, Captain.
Whoosh. Oh, dear.
Giving Star to Earth Control. Yes, Chief. We have
Yes,
lost all
Chief.
contact with the Starduster. Are you in contact with them?
Is that Leonid
there's
Brezhnev?
tremendous electrical disturbance in that area.
Oh,
Frankly,
that's a different
I'm
face.
worried.
Yeah.
Try and get back to me as soon as you know something. Earth Control out.
Hey.
It's a good thing that jetpack has only one rocket working.
Yeah.
1% drop and fallen, Skipper.
Skipper.
Better get into spacesuits. Don't take any
You can tell by the smoke the direction it's falling in.
Yeah. Yeah. How can you tell the place is having troubles?
All this.
Oh.
There. That seems to stabilize it.
Yeah, just by grabbing that handle.
Good work, Skipper.
It looks like he's got a plaster on his mouth, doesn't he? with that?
Oh, look, she's shot. Oh.
Shut up, Jock. You know.
But the
He thinks he's
indicator is
disconnected
continuing
the firing
countdown.
circuits.
Something is activating it. The Mariner is going to fire.
Okay. Shoving off.
Yep, he shut off.
Hurry, Scott! Hurry! It's going to blow.
Where are you?
What
Where
are
are
you,
you?
Scott?
Why did they put this machinery on this wall?
And nothing else in the room.
It's convenience. Yeah.
This is Professor Mace speaking. Mace, what's happening? What's going on out there? We've recorded a blast. That was the Mariner. It's off and tracking. But
Migration 2000 has stopped working.
Something is exploding.
Oh,
Whoa.
tumbling through space.
Affected the ship.
Oh,
Scott! Scott! Answer me, Scott!
Here, Chris, do it. Hold on until I hit my topside air jet.
it's Frank Poole lost in space.
Gotta hit its topside air jet
Oh,
That's right.
nice. Nice.
in space.
How about in there?
Not so good. The blast opened up a steaming. We're losing pressure fast.
Hang on, Chris. I'll be right there.
This is so naive, so beautiful, isn't it? It's wonderful.
Isn't it though?
It's fabulous, isn't
It's
it?
just,
Straight into the engine.
yeah.
Crystal, it's warm in here.
Oh, he's passed out. He's been on the scotch again.
Hope I'm not too late.
Emergency oxygen.
Good thing he's got the emergency oxygen.
Ooh, he's having a chew. Look at this. He's chewing on something.
Are you all
That's
right?
it. See to the girl first.
Of course.
Of course she's all right. She can get along without oxygen. But me, I like it. Be my guest, Doris.
It's a little bit of equality there.
Look! The radiation counter.
Drifting into the Van Allen radiation belt. Horace, you check the hull and repair damage.
I'm gonna take off my shielding and deal with the problem.
That's right.
Right, Scott.
It's a good thing her
What?
hair doesn't move.
What happened to the middle management in that spaceship?
Starduster, this is Evening Star.
Because without Scott, they're useless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
calling from the star.
With Scott, they're not much better.
Communications working again.
Let's look at that ink work.
Starduster, this is
Gorgeous
Evening
art.
Star, over. I got it. Starduster, this is Professor Mace.
They all got lipstick on.
Professor Mace.
They do.
Scott, thank heaven you're still all right. I saw the blast, then lost contact. The Mariner shot was good.
Then immediately glossed.
Good. Would you relay that information to the chief? We're out of range. I have. He was more concerned.
I like
about
his dicky
you.
bow. What kind of dicky
Tell him
bow is
we're
that?
okay.
You
Yeah,
see
there
through
you
it.
go.
Going to
So
try
it's
to find the
transparent.
power source that caused all the trouble. Try the magnetic computer.
Woman has a resemblance to April O'Neil. Yes, she does.
Will do.
Wasn't it?
Right.
Wasn't it the thing back then to have the same? That's not flattering, Scotty.
I'd imagine so, Marvy. Yeah.
Didn't you have the same tie and the same material
design.
as his shirt?
Right.
Isn't that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
Radar shows an empty vacuum. Not even a stray asteroid.
He just likes that one shirt. He has a whole closet full of them.
Scott has got a great.
He never takes it to Randy's to wash it.
I've got an idea.
Exactly.
Why don't we send a scanner beam along the same contact here and see what we pick up? Might work at that.
When
Might
was
work at that.
when was this? What year was this out?
2012.
Early 50s, I would imagine.
So
I'll
Gene
look it up.
Roddenberry
I'll
would have
look it
been
up.
watching it.
What is it?
Yeah.
What?
Gene Roddenberry would have been watching this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already writing fiction by then. Yeah,
Let's see.
he's already a big author at this point.
Is he? 20, so 20, 25
He was writing
years
for
before
TV
Star
by
Trek.
this time. I think he's doing like westerns and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space
That's only
Angel
10 years
animated
before
series.
Star Trek, and Star Trek
Yeah.
was 66, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just the Scottish engineer is just a little close, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Okay, from the source of all knowledge, Wikipedia, Space Angel is an animated science fiction television series produced in the United States from early 1962 to 1964. It used the same Synchrovox lip technique as Clutch Cargo, the first cartoon produced by the same studio, Cambria Productions.
So it's 2 years before Star Trek then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the show was created by Dick Darley, who also created the 1950 to 1955 live-action series Space Patrol.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Pew pew.
Hey, those ships have no pilots.
They've got good pew-pews.
Hey, those ships have no pilots. Hey.
Grabbing low.
Pew pew.
I think he had that button handy.
That's right.
There's pow pows and pew pews.
Oh.
The action is
I guess that's showing him he's skipper. Good work, Horace.
Here come the others.
Way to kill those guys in cold blood.
What detail?
That's the guy in the chair there has got a real Sky Masters look to him, hasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many individual panels that they're just sort of like mildly animating.
It's
But they're
animated
beautiful,
comedy.
aren't they?
Yeah,
they're
literally.
it's just gorgeous.
Pow 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 pow.
Pew, 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 pew.
I think that explosion was the most animated bit on the show so far.
It's a great suit, though, isn't it?
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
Well,
Really
everything
nicely
about this is-
designed.
As a kid, I ate this stuff up.
If you
Oh,
don't
God,
mind,
yeah.
how about going back to my stomach?
I'm afraid it's only the
Lips were creeping me out even back then, but
Yeah.
They won't just lying down.
it's like if the lips would just stay in the same place on their face, that it might be better. But
Yeah.
it's moving around, especially on Scotty there. Ugh. I was like, it's bouncing like it's a seismograph needle.
Her eyes are freaking me out. She looks like she's on drugs.
She has two
Drop
expressions.
that baby's
That's
speed
it.
and distance, will you, Crystal?
Yeah.
Right, Scott.
I'm going to call Professor Mays to relay
Zirko in the house.
to the chief.
Zirko, how you doing?
G'day.
We're just watching cartoons today, just
Who won't like this,
having fun
Skipper?
and talking
That
about
big
what we love.
monkey is converging on us with blood in his eyes.
Converging on him.
Conversion.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott. Spencer, relay this message to the chief. Encountered unfriendly space station. in
There's more
sector
expression in that
27.
illustration of that one guy than there is when he's on the screen.
Ship is
Yeah.
closing on
In the viewfinder there. Right. Oh, there he goes. Even his hair's better.
That's not necessary, Professor. Within the next few minutes, we'll
He has a
disappear.
massive chin.
The guy in the screen was Clutch Cargo.
I'll relay the
Oh, that's right.
This is a different dude.
Good luck and
That's right.
here it comes, Skipper.
You see, that amazes me. Why are people wasting their time doing Star Trek comics or Star Wars when they could be adapting this?
Yeah.
You know, let's go to the top here. Let's swing for the fences.
This isn't public domain, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
What's your plan? I'll take off in the dark.
It's obscure enough for people not to want to claim it. I think the Cambria material is in public domain though, because nobody's bothered to renew it.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not about whether people bother to chase you on it or not. It's how much money you make. If you start making money, they'll chase you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I've got my next comic for Arrow 4.0, Randy. I'll be talking to you about this. Clutch Cargo, the untold story.
Stand by for launching in space dive.
Then you'll probably have to chase after weights.
Probably.
Yeah.
Did you see that then? The head was not it was behind the struts of the screen.
Yeah.
They made an error there.
Did we
That
need to
looks
see
like-
that again?
That looks like a Viet
Oh,
Cong,
no.
doesn't it, with that hat on? You know, them things that-
Is that an error there? No, forward a bit.
Just a little.
Forward.
There.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, Taurus, this is no time for joking.
On your keyboard, Randy, hit your left and right buttons. You know, the arrow buttons.
Yeah.
You can move it 5 seconds either way that way.
All right.
Ryan spends too much time on the keyboards.
And Taurus,
Yeah.
stay out of its range. You'd better
Don't read more into that than needs to be.
Uh-huh.
Stand by for launching
A little bit extra of the old
There
in
you go.
and out.
I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't have.
There you
It's
go.
like he's got a head but no neck, no throat. Wow.
It's like they put the thing in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Poor Scott. He grew up with no eye and no neck. That's why he became the space angel.
8, 7, 5, 4, 3.
You started on the 3, you stupid.
Woman.
I have another word, but it's Saturday morning cartoons. Now I know like Scott likes
I
his
wonder-
chair.
I wonder why the second Dum Dum Dugan there has to be overweight and all that. Why can't he be as handsome as the lead guy? Or
Because
nearly
he's
as
not the
handsome as
lead.
I know,
Gotta
but-
have that humor relief.
But he's
Yeah.
doing more than the lead guys do.
We all know that
Yeah.
good-looking slim men can't be funny.
He's the Zarkov of the group.
That's why I'm as popular as I am.
My rockets aren't getting through the
Hope they fixed it.
I found
Neither
the
my
neck.
male friends or my female friends feel threatened.
I know, I'm sure.
Blame the government, Marv. Why are cartoons stupid today?
No soap. I'm going to attempt to land on Big Nasty.
Yeah, that's the thing. 20 years from this point, this will read like Shakespeare compared to a lot of Saturday morning cartoons.
I'm afraid you're right. It already does, almost. Yeah. High
Except that
literature.
20 years from now, nobody will be able to read.
That's
Yeah,
true,
true.
too.
So what's all these things? All these silly squiggles
Right.
in them?
What's
But
that?
if you, oh, Kevin,
Looks like he
Doesn't make
needs shoehorn to get into it. Yeah. They all did.
but if you want to remember how to read, folks, Amazon is your friend. Hashtag always promote.
It's remote controlled by computers of some kind. Whoever is fighting us must be millions of light years away.
It's
Millions.
R2D2.
Light years away.
A whole bunch of them.
And if you're frightened by too many words, just read more comics.
Yeah.
That's right.
The end of the past.
Good
And
thing
if
I'm
you
a
are
dead
going to read
shot.
stuff, if you are going to read stuff about comics and that has words in it, good choice. Good choice there, Glenn.
If you want something without words in it,
Only a few more minutes of this, I believe.
no, it's all right. Leave it on our
Sale will
days.
never end, Randy. Sale will never end.
We've got
That's a
nowhere
bit
else to
coming.
go. We're sad old geezers.
Quite a ship to us. We could learn a lot from it if we could tow it back for the space intelligence boys.
If only they could. Throw it back for the space intelligence.
You
board.
need the space intelligence, boys, because we can
Everybody needs a space intelligence.
It's really lacking here.
Oh no!
Why did Space Angel look like he was peeking into somebody's, dressing room or something in that?
Captain
That
Fathom.
one shot.
1960.
Because he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. It's not just me.
He was
Probably.
checking in to see if she changed her tenor ladies or not.
Good thing he's got that arm.
That's right.
Look at that. Wow.
Holy
He's,
sh!
he's, he's shrunk.
But he suddenly shrank.
Robot's brain, it must have set up
Scotty's
a
bigger than that ship.
Yeah.
Good Lord, what happened to them?
plating radiation indicated it was at least 300 years
Somebody
old.
cut me out of my space.
Radiation made me into a midget.
Did you hear what he
Always
said there?
the plating radiation, folks.
Did you hear what he said? The radiation showed him that structure was more than 300 years old.
Good thing he speaks fluent radiation. Then.
Returning to home base. And so ends the adventure of the Cosmic Combat. Don't miss the next exciting story of Space Angel.
Oh, I'd love to work on
Look
something
at
like
that.
that.
It's in a cross and everything.
Yeah.
So good.
That's design, baby.
I
I'm
can't
telling
do
you.
that now. Can't do
Nope.
that. Get banned for that now. How dare you?
Yep, produced by the same company behind Clutch Cargo. Yeah,
These are gems. Where have you found these? I've never seen these before. Andy.
these are all on YouTube.
Oh
So
my
and
God.
we're trying to avoid any
Yeah.
claimant entanglement. So I'm trying to dig up the old stuff. So.
And nobody wants Space Angel but me, so
Yeah, nobody remembers this stuff but us.
that's it.
It's time to pull all this stuff up. Like, for example, talking about the same thing. Here's a classic. And Marv was asking why we that we needed to play the opening to Johnny Quest. Yes, we do, but we would probably get struck for doing
We would.
because of the music, because the music is so unique. And Hanna-Barbera, whoever, Warner, HBO, whatever, would still guardian that pretty hard, I would imagine. And we would get in trouble. I understand that the orchestra that was working at Hanna-Barbera at the time asked the composer for something challenging. So he's like, "Oh, you want something challenging? Here you
Gave him
go."
a crossword.
And apparently that opening drove them crazy trying to get it right. So
It is a complex piece of music, but it is gorgeous.
it's
too.
amazing.
It's
Yeah,
one of the best themes ever.
it's one of those earworms that you just never ever forget.
It's in my head right now, and I welcome it with open arms.
Yep.
I don't know it.
Ooh.
Oh, you almost tempt me to play it. Don't.
Yeah.
And the opening,
play it for me when we're off air. We're in the green room.
the animation for
that'll work.
it is so good that it's just beautiful.
It is.
Anyway,
I'm just that little bit younger.
yeah, I remember a lot of these shows by their opening, and got one here, just the opening of it, because I don't know how the copyright on it is or if it's guarded, but it goes right along the same lines of quality as a Space Angel material.
Okay. I know. I need to. I'll find one for you. I got one from my misspent youth. I'm the only person that watched it, though.
Remember that stuff? That
What
used
stuff?
to be great material. Oh, didn't you see it?
No,
Did I miss something?
I didn't. I missed it.
It didn't play through. Oh, disgusting. Anyway, all right. Let me pull it back up then. Give me just a second. It did that lead up to it and everything, and then you didn't get to see it. Let's see if this goes through. I probably didn't hit the right button. Knowing me. Yep. That's what it was. Here we go. Boom.
Iron Man.
Makes you feel he's a cool idea.
Kablam.
Oh yeah.
That was so cool.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
That made
great?
me want to rush out and buy a martini right now.
Yeah. If anything, will make you forget Robert Downey Jr. That is it.
Does anybody know who wrote the words to the Spider-Man song? Was it Stan Lee?
No,
You know the song that they play at the beginning.
no, I think it was the same folks that did all of the opening songs for the show that you just saw, the Iron Man, the Captain America, and all that.
Yeah.
And I think they were old Broadway show tune writers. I mean, they went out and hired real professionals to
I was
write
saying
all
that.
those openings.
I was saying that tongue in cheek,
Uh-huh. Oh,
That
Okay.
good old English irony,
Yeah.
sarcasm.
well, how about this one? Here's one of my favorites that nobody ever remembers anymore. set this up. We're only going to play the intro for this as well, and we've played this before a long time ago on Sunday Funnies, so we'll see how this goes.
Here comes the grump.
Remember this, Brian?
Oh God, yes.
Oh, here comes Grump.
Oh yeah.
In a magic place, there's a
That-
princess. And no matter how fast she goes,
Right, now we're getting into drug-induced material.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what, yeah.
there's a zip in her pet.
Part of the greatness of Saturday morning.
Boy, she just
Oh God, yes.
and although he's from far away, he's got a
That magic roundabout.
Here comes Grump, here comes Grump.
Here comes Grump. Here comes Grump.
Grump's always nagging his jolly green dragon, but the dragon keeps
Any resemblance to the Grump and John Silvestri is purely coincidental.
I love the fact that TV shows, especially kids and cartoon shows, used to tell you exactly the whole background in the theme show.
Yeah.
So they'd lay down, like there, it was like it told me who all the characters were and where they were from and what they were doing there. Okay, and it was all in the theme tune to the.
So you didn't need to watch the
show.
program.
I didn't. Well, I
You're
didn't
done.
need to go and watch an origin show. I
Yeah,
was already
yeah,
there.
you
I
had
was
the whole
like, you
setup,
dumped
yeah.
straight in the middle of it. Just
Yeah.
listen to the theme tune. Very,
Yeah.
very good.
RV says not from my time, but I love it.
My time. My time.
There's all sorts of fun stuff over on YouTube. You just have to look for it.
That made me think of when it came on, and it was so sort of 60s and funky that it reminded me of
Yes.
Freeling.
Pink Panther song.
It is. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Amazingly.
Oh, well, there you go. Like, well done.
Same company,
Catherine.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
never-
realise that.
When I was at school, I could never work out why only the
Pink Panther. Was
only the adults like Magic Roundabout.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Magic Roundabout?
Well, you know that's French, isn't it?
I don't
The
know.
Magic Roundabout is French,
Right,
and they sent them all over, and they didn't bother translating the stories. They just made it up.
right. Well, I couldn't. I never. I only saw it to not watch it again. If you understand what I mean. But all the teachers used to discuss it in the staff room. We used to hear them. We used to talk about that, and I could never work out why. And it was about 5 or 6 years later, when I was going to college, when I suddenly realised what they were all talking about.
Yeah, all the script writers are off their faces, and
Yeah,
they didn't get a translator in. They
Like
just made these stories up to the
Tinky
French
Winky,
show.
that program with Tinky Winky. Them. What's that?
Oh,
one
what
called?
the Teletubbies?
Teletubbies.
Yeah,
yes.
Teletubbies. I mean,
Yeah.
what is going on there? You know.
Drugs. Lots of drugs.
Totally.
That was
Lots-
yeah.
Lots and
that
lots of
really,
drugs.
Because
changed.
if they weren't doing anything, they should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they'd have an excuse then.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't understand what they're saying, so we'll just make it up.
Yeah.
All good
There's a-
stuff, though.
Here's another one of my old favorites. This is we'll play the whole episode of this. I grew up watching these guys, and just they're probably responsible for a lot of my cartooning career. So
Oh yeah.
here we go.
I love these guys.
It's done by the Terry Toon guys, the same folks that brought you Deputy Dog and Heckle and Jekyll.
Mighty Mouse.
Dog.
Mighty Mouse. Yeah.
Except Mighty Mouse and Deputy Dog were good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
true.
Those were great.
That was-
I believe they also brought you the Adventures of Hashimoto Sam,
right.
which is like now it'd be like a half-hour apology from each and
As badly
every.
stereotyped as the
Well,
helper in
that-
that last episode. Yeah.
That episode you showed there was an apology. They were all saying sorry all the time. weren't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah,
RP
can you
was
imagine? Can you
They
imagine
said
the
that was
actors
fun
coming
back
in? Okay,
then.
just let's do a week's worth of reading. Sorry, Rope Man. Sorry,
Yeah.
Diaper Man. Sorry,
Yeah.
just place it back in over and over.
Always on the cheap, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, what else have you got?
I got one more from Marv. He asked to take a look at the Groovy Ghoulies again. That was the
Ooh, that was
the
good
groovy-
stuff.
Groovy Ghoulies.
Wasn't that like an Archie spin-off or something?
It was from the same
Yeah.
people that were doing that.
I think it was Filmation. I
Oh,
spent
yeah.
too much time in front of the TV as a child.
We all did. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
We ran this back in Halloween, I think. Not sure.
It's like I don't remember what my parents look like, but I remember the Mighty Heroes.
There's that great part of Scrooged where the first ghost has taken him back to his house and he's in front of the TV. And he said, "You never did anything with your life." And he says, "Yeah, I did. I scored that run." And he was like, "No, that was such and such a show." And I remember a little girl at the bottom of the hill, and we were running down. She says, "That was the Little House on the Prairie." And he said, "The Homecoming episode?" "Yes, it was the Homecoming episode." And then that's it. We all just sat in front of the TV and never had a life. I remember this.
Yeah.
What was this?
You'll be glad to know they love you. Hey, body stop. It's time for the Ghoulie get together.
That sounds like the guy that was the singer for the Archies.
Yeah.
Ron Dante.
Yeah.
Ghoulie show.
Ghoulie show. Groovy Ghoulies. Everything was groovy in the 60s.
The groovy
Exactly.
Ghoulies.
Yeah, and I sent Randy a link. It was to one that was by DePatty Freeling. It was one of the dumbest shows ever. It was supposed to be Metamorpho, that they licensed Metamorpho from DC, and then the deal fell through. So they changed it to something very similar called Super President.
Where'd you send that to?
I sent it. It's in the private chat, Randy.
Super
Our private
okay.
chat. Basically, the premise is instead of like a soldier of fortune, he's the president of the United States. Instead of Sapphire Stag, he's got like this fat, bald advisor, and he flies out in a car, and he can turn into any element that's convenient.
I was going to show that one of these
like
when I was showing a bunch of openings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's classic stuff. I remember that from when I was a kid.
It got awful.
It is.
It, like some of this, even, the racism and ageism aside from the Mighty Heroes, it ages reasonably well. Whereas this, there's almost no redeeming factor about it.
Exactly right. There's no excuse for this.
There is.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, here we go. Forgive me, guys.
Starting well.
It ends, though.
Super President.
Look at that mod lettering.
No.
Captain Canuck.
Yeah.
Every molecule charged with life. Powers that enable him to change his molecular structure to steel, to granite, or whatever the need requires.
Anything orange?
The desire to serve his country in the cause of justice has brought James Norcross to the highest office in the land.
It's Biden.
Super President.
Super President. It gives him superpowers where he can hide documents in old cars.
That's right.
Meanwhile, here's a commercial.
I'm your pal. Me. I'm your pal. No, I want to be his pal.
Hold it. We're all your pals.
Yeah.
We're the voices that command you to kill.
Don't you find
We hear the voices in your head.
don't you find that animated animals are always so needy?
Love us, so they love to take their vitamins.
Like Bambi.
I mean, come on.
Vitamins in the whole world.
5 bright colors, 5 delicious fruit flavors.
We have to make them cute, don't we?
Oh, no wonder we're all messed up. That's the
Eat your
health of
animals, kids.
That is the health of the Western world just there.
Tastes good. Pal, the only animal-shaped vitamins in the whole.
They meant
Oh
to
my
say
God.
fucking world, but they cut it off.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Marv's got it right. Dementia is Biden's superpower. I think that's
Yeah, that's it.
Whereas the color orange was Trump's.
That's right.
yeah.
Orange man, go.
So back then, everything was awesome. Cartoons, comics,
right.
music, movies, and even drugs.
Oh, drugs are still awesome. Come on.
So comics.
Got another one queued up here. Let me pull it in. That's not going to work.
None of these work except for the Superman one.
Well, no, none of them really work. Yeah.
They're broken. Irredeemably broken.
Here it's a fun one though. That's this one I liked also when I was a kid.
Oh, Secret Squirrel, yeah.
Yes.
Ah, Secret Squirrel.
What a squirrel. He's got the country in a whirl. What's his name?
SS.
He's got
Yeah.
SS. The SS are back. And this time in squirrel format. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Randy, I know who you need to find. Cool McCool.
We played that. I've played that before. Yeah.
Oh, did we? I missed that. Dang it.
And his,
Yeah, you did.
And his pal.
You missed it.
I lost.
One of the Sunday funnies. I played the opening to Lancelot Link too. That's
Oh
classic.
my God, yes.
Remember
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're our age, you wish you hadn't. You know, that's one of those shows that you wish you hadn't never seen.
Yeah, and it's like the Banana Splits. You know, I thought that was one of the dumbest damn shows I'd ever seen in my life. And then I went back and listened to some of the music, and I'm like, well, you know, the music isn't half bad. Turns out that a number of the pieces were written by Barry White.
No way.
No, I'm serious. Look it up. Look it up, Russ. I'm totally serious when I say that. It's like, that's not half bad. You know, it's like,
love
it's Barry
that
White.
stuff.
No wonder.
They repeated all that on UK television when I was a kid. And
we're sorry.
They had the cartoons in it as well, the Arabian Nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember.
Elephant,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And the other one, they had the Four Musketeers or something as well.
Three Musketeers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the Danger Island because one of the characters kept
Danger
running around
Island.
going, "Uh-oh, Chongo."
Ooh.
Yes.
And I picked that up when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Chongo.
Oh. No, my uncle couldn't understand when I was like in my early 20s and living with him that why I got up early on Saturday morning. It was like a block that had like Shazam, then ISIS, and then Electra Woman and Dyna Girl. He got 2/3 of why I was getting up at that.
Villains were just completely incompetent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all stormtroopers.
Yeah.
That was cool. Thank you, Randy.
Cool.
That was probably the best part of the whole show.
I want to see more Space Angel.
Oh, you poor man.
I want to see whatever you were talking about when you were talking about boobs. No, I remember that language from when I was a kid. People like making up things, and I knew they were talking about boobs. Really,
It's true.
Just looking for one to show here. 19. I think that'll work. Somebody else is joining us. Mitch in the house. Mitch, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mitch.
I'm doing good. How is everybody?
You're
Hey, Mitch.
just got here an hour late, so you're all right.
I know.
We're just watching cartoons and talking about how
Better
absurd
than
they
Scott
were.
Rosema.
Yeah, there you go. Scott will be here in about 45 minutes.
just to win the bet.
That's right. I'm serving as his stunt double.
I'm sorry, Brian.
I'm the best he could get. I'm sorry. It's not me that feels a regret. Oh yeah.
Presenting Frankenstein Jr. at the Impossibles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
They are funky.
Coil Man.
They all play guitars.
He makes the scene when things look mean. Impossibles. Do it, man. Stays on the spot that's hot. Impossibles. Multiman.
How many Hanna-Barbera cartoons from around this time had a character whose hair covered their entire face?
Yeah.
Not a lot. There were a few though.
8, 7,
Already
6,
seen
5,
this.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman. Yeah. That came a little later.
That didn't.
Marvy says porn star by night. That's a great comic book title. Well, who can ever forget that? And let me see if I can find that and call it up. Stan Lee's greatest creation.
Oh dear God. I think I know who you're talking about.
The 60s Spider-Man?
Oh my God. Yeah. No.
Are you talking something with Pam Anderson?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Was it?
I don't know.
Was it?
I don't know if we'd get in trouble showing this or not, but
Probably.
it might be worth the risk.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know. It's not my network. Let's you and him fight, you know?
I don't know if anybody wants to claim copyright on this anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. This is an abandoned copyright if any there was.
It could be. One. We are going to assume this is abandoned copyright. So
this is for educational purposes only.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well done, Brian.
Yeah, I'm saving your asses. So you watch.
Yeah.
Wow, there's some long legs there.
Was it Stripperella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There they are, Pam Anderson.
Created by Stan Lee.
Same guy that gave you Nightcap.
Oh yeah.
This wasn't a kids program, was it?
No.
Oh God, no.
I think it aired, from what I remember, on Spike TV when TNN became Spike TV right after the Ren and Stimpy reboot.
Yeah, you're right.
Ren and Stimpy.
Created by Stan Lee. There you go.
Now we got Russ's attention.
Making it rain.
Check them out.
Boom chicka wow wow.
He's excited. No, what? What is this? What is this?
Stan Lee presents
the glare from the headlights.
What? I don't understand programs like this. I don't understand.
Oh, wait a second. There's my cameo.
I don't understand comics with naked women drawn on the front. It's like there's porn.
Just
you
can't
can get
understand
free
them at all.
porn all over the internet. Why do you need to see a comic book woman with her boobs out? What's that all about?
Because some people are that lonely.
Yeah.
Let's not tempt the
I'm in the
copyright guys
room,
any
Mitch.
further.
Okay, I'm in the room.
Call it right there. I just got the collection of Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles for Christmas.
Ooh,
great.
Oh, sweet.
Why was it Frankenstein Jr.?
Couldn't be Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein
It
Jr.
just was. Russ, just run with it.
Well, Frankenstein
Senior.
Senior.
Your brain, you'll be fine.
Frankenstein Senior was made out of body parts. Frankenstein Jr. was just a robot.
Yeah. That
big-
buzzed
Oh,
together.
right. Okay. Thank you. That's cleared it up.
So he wasn't his offspring then.
Good
We're here
Lord.
to educate.
Yeah.
What was great back then was you could,
Educate. Yeah.
you could get away with any crazy idea, couldn't you? You could just get away with anything. They'd just put it on the telly and people would love it.
Yeah,
Great.
pretty much.
I also got this set for Christmas too.
Oh,
And
Classic.
The Barbarian.
He-Man before He-Man.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Has he got a
Post-apocalyptic
lightsaber?
He-Man.
Unleashing cosmic destruction.
ooh,
It's about
no.
2033 here.
Civilization is cast in ruin.
So
So we got 10 years.
2,000 years later,
2,000
Earth is reborn.
years later.
A strange new world rises from the old. A world of savagery, super science, and sorcery. But one man bursts his bonds to fight for justice. With his companions, Oopla the Mock and Princess Ariel. He
Oopla
pits his
the what?
strength
His courage,
Clue them
Clue
off.
them
his
off.
fabulous son's sword against the forces of evil.
That's right.
He is Thundar, the barbarian.
I've got everything: Thunder, 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 Thundercats, and He-Man. They've obviously ripped that off, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My brother for Christmas got me the full series of, I don't know if y'all remember SWAT Cats from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
We can't play that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
copyrighted.
that'll get us in trouble. Absolutely. Total change of conversation. An old Navy mate of mine had the Little Mermaid tattoo on his leg. Okay. So this is where He-Man came from. Well, no. Yes and no. There were a lot of barbarian characters around that time. So
Yep. This one had designs by Jack Kirby, and the script editor, I think, was Steve Gerber.
yeah, they had a lot of big comic book
Had
people
some
working
comic
on
people
that.
on
Yeah.
it.
In my opinion, after Johnny Quest, Tarzan had the best intro. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. That had the best rotoscoping too, that they kept using over and over again.
Yeah.
Of him running through the jungle and jumping off of a tree branch. And yeah,
Yeah.
Zorro was along the same lines. Filmation, I think, did those.
I think you're right. And there's
They did
also
Lone
a
Ranger also.
Lone Ranger. I was going to say
Yeah.
Lone Ranger. I just picked up the compilation of the Lone Ranger cartoons for like $3.
I remember that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We could probably play that without the sound. More than likely.
Maybe. But yeah, good stuff here. Dungeons and Dragons. I see Matt Black Gaming has that also. That was pretty good. I hear they're reviving that. They may be doing a new series of them.
Doing a film, aren't they?
They have, yeah.
They're doing a film. Yeah.
All
Yeah, 'cause
right.
the first one
Okay.
did so well.
I'm the only person that liked it. You know, the idea of Marlon Wayans as action hero really appealed to me.
Well, he was like this close to being Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. And also, I like Dungeons and Dragons because you saw who was it? Jeremy. What's his
Irons.
name? Thank you, Jeremy Irons going over the top, and Tom Baker from Doctor Who giving a restrained performance.
What's
It's like bizarre world acting. You know?
Would you like a jelly baby?
Yes.
Yeah. We could probably add our own soundtrack at this point just by where'd it go? I had it. Anyway. Just by watching the screen.
I don't know if people
silence on air.
Scarpella.
Not a good idea. Talk amongst yourselves, fellas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Johnny Quest. Right.
Yeah, I've got the sound knocked out on
Yeah,
this.
if we can mute that, yeah. Doug Wildey.
Yeah, it's muted. But just look at that art. Look at that artwork on this.
Yeah,
The
it's
animation
lovely,
on
isn't
this
it?
is unbelievable. Yeah. Everything on this show except for that TV Y7 FV is just
It's
amazing.
covering like
There we go.
almost a quarter of the screen.
Classic episodes. Just great stuff. Only 26 of them. They played them over and over again. Probably the most violent cartoons on television at that point.
And in prime time, wasn't it?
That started out as prime time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. That was good
ABC
stuff.
asked them to do another season, and they declined because they were making the same amount of money. You can make 3 times as much in or a third of the time, or the same amount of money in a third of the time doing Saturday morning cartoons.
That's true.
So that's what they switched over to. They stopped doing the prime time material.
Oh, that's a shame.
At this point, they were doing Flintstones and Where's Huddles and Jetsons and and Johnny Quest, which was amazing.
Yeah, and everything that Patty Freely and Filmation weren't.
Yeah. Yep. Just amazing stuff.
Yeah. That's a shame because I remember the 90s revivals of this, and they were
Horrible.
putrid. They were
Yeah.
god awful.
First thing you do is you make the dog bigger. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that
was
helps a
smart.
lot.
You
That
make
aircraft.
Johnny Quest older.
That
Yeah.
aircraft looked like Space Angel spaceship, didn't it? With a huge
It did.
tail plane.
Yep.
But the lip synchronization was better.
Alex
That's
Toth
easy for
came
you to
in.
say, Brian.
Alex Toth came in as a designer on the later episodes of Johnny Quest, and then he stayed with Hanna-Barbera all the way, pretty much through the 60s, doing a lot of design work, all the way through. Did Space Ghost, Birdman, everything with
Space
Frankenstein
Ghost.
Jr. and the Impossibles. That was superhero based. Mighty Mightor. He did.
Super Friends.
Young Samson and Goliath did the Super Friends. Did the first and second set of Super Friends. Yeah.
Do you want to hear a WTF moment? A friend of mine I used to work with, his cousin worked for Hanna-Barbera, and he lived in Australia, and he worked there. And then he was getting home. He'd been in Australia for 10 years. He was getting homesick, and he got a call from Disney in California to go and work for them, but he didn't. He came home and went to work as a teacher, an art teacher in a school.
Right.
I'm just saying, he turned Disney down. Why would you turn Disney when he was an animator? Why would you turn Disney down?
Perhaps he didn't like them.
Could be.
Well,
there's probably. Yeah, I'm sure there's like inside stories that's traded around,
Lots
from all the
of
different animators, where they know stuff we don't know.
If John Celestri was here, he could tell us quite a few of them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
These cartoons have the rights, and I don't understand why they don't put this great cartoon on their channel. Yeah, Marvy, a lot of that time, it's like Marvel and DC not wanting to reprint the old stuff. Some of it they think is problematic, and a lot of the other stuff, I think they don't want to do it because they don't want the quality compared. Oh, speaking of trouble,
because they were doing that for a while with like landmark issues. They were reprinting them for $1, and they were outselling the main titles.
That's why I think that's one of the reasons why.
Is that why they stopped doing Essentials? Do you think?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
the main reason
do
they were
stuff.
doing Essentials and the Showcase Presents, from what I understand, is in order to have some volume to give to producers in Hollywood. That's why a lot of the Showcase Presents that you had were these great, unusual titles: A War That Time Forgot, The Losers, Sergeant Rock, Jonah Hex, all of that in bound volumes. Just beautiful stuff.
But they still do epic collections, don't they?
They do in color, yeah.
Yeah, they do them in color. I mean, I've got a few of them. So they are still reprinting stuff, but I think they are more selective about what they print.
Yeah. Guess who's here?
Hey! Scott, it's not Friday morning.
Hey, Scott.
Well, good morning, everybody. As they say, I take it up the rear. I mean, I'm
bring it up there.
That's what I've been saying about you.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
TVMA DLSV, folks.
Yeah, we're not here to kink shame. We're here to judge.
Yeah. What was your favorite old cartoon, Scott?
What's that?
Your favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh, Space Ghost. Oh, Space Ghost. Yes. There you are, Brian. Absolutely. I could not wait to hear that opening drum jazz beat they had there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Signed by the man.
Still could not believe I got the chance to illustrate that comic. That was just...
Marvy says that was AI, not Scott.
I'm so
and Scott, that comic still reads well. I found it the other day and I was rereading it. It still looks good.
I'm so jealous of that
by
Scott.
witch doctors. Yeah.
Well, trust me. There's no artificial intelligence that can make up something like this. Trust me.
I've seen some pretty bad AI. So
very bad.
No intelligence whatsoever.
You're right, Brian.
Scott, you're
I
here.
have a mirror when I say that, Scott.
You're here right towards the end of the program.
Yes.
So I was going to cut it off early today because the wife wants to take a little trip. So,
see you, Scott. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, hey, my pleasure. Hey.
Before we go, though, I ran across a trailer yesterday, and this is probably really going to get us in trouble, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. It shouldn't. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk while it's on. But when I was over on YouTube, also they have collections of trailers, movie trailers of stuff coming out, and this is a movie I was not expecting. But was happy to see. I'm sitting there looking at it, going, "I know what that is. I know what that is. That is awesome."
What is it?
Let me pull it up here.
Oh, I just loved Space Ghost. That is just so cool.
Not from that.
I did too, but my generation was Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh, we're sorry. We're so sorry.
That was an abomination compared to the original. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was. I didn't watch that for years because
Although
it
it was
such a derivative. But once you start watching it, it's funny.
It was
yeah.
funny. It was funny.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It did have some funny stuff in it.
Did have some good
I'll give you
humor to
that.
it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
20 minutes of us waiting. Oh, here. Oh. Oh! Ooh. Ooh.
Time ago.
T'arrives depuis.
Oh!
Rassurez-moi, vous savez où c'est la Chine?
I saw this.
It is French.
Mais moi, je sais où c'est. Je vais devenir le nouvel empereur de Chine. La mère Cléo, elle va pas s'en remettre. Et mon nom restera gravé dans le marbre de l'histoire.
Ah, j'adore quand tu dis ça, j'adore. Ah, tu le dis bien. Le dis bien.
Pourquoi faut-il toujours qu'on vienne nous demander de l'aide à nous? Non, mais non. Moi, je suis d'accord. J'ai rien en ce moment.
We'll skip a little bit of it.
Ils sont où? Ils sont
Is that
où
Mary
les
Taylor?
Égyptiens? Tu sais quoi, Obélix?
On mange trop de viande. Qu'est-ce que tu veux manger d'autre, toi? Des légumes. Des légumes. Des légumes? Hein?
Tout ça et des filles.
Des légumes.
Changez!
Merci.
De rien. De quoi parler comme ton pauvre lait?
Glaive. Et qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Comme la dernière fois, tu t'étais blessé avec.
Bon, ça va, ça va.
Essaye de reprendre ta pièce. Petit scarabée.
Et c'est très facile, vous êtes aveugle.
Présume jamais qu'un homme ne voit pas parce qu'il est aveugle.
Et c'est là que tu l'as vu venir? Voilà.
Oh, that's awesome.
Absolutely
That's
crazy.
awesome.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God.
That's good
You know,
stuff.
I remember we had, amazingly enough, in my high school, in the library, they actually had volumes of Asterix available to read, which I
Yeah.
found amazing.
Yeah.
That there was any comic book type things available at all in school, but it was just awesome to read through those. Just amazing.
You back there?
What's that?
I think he's talking to his wife.
Oh,
Sorry, wife was back. Wife was back. I meant to
no,
turn the
real
mic
quick,
off as well.
before
Before we go, what?
I was going to say, what was everybody else's favorite cartoons? Since I wasn't here to hear it earlier.
Mine was
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Mine was Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, Rocco.
Granted, I grew up in the 90s.
You're a bit younger than us. Yeah.
Sure, but still.
Brian, what was yours?
Growing up, because we didn't have access to an ABC station at the time, mine was the Superman Aquaman Adventure Hour.
Oh,
There you go.
It's great.
Good stuff.
That was the one with the little extra cartoons in the middle.
Like Teen Titans or Green Lantern or Flash or whatever.
Oh,
It
those
was
are
really
great.
fun stuff, and a lot of them were written by the DC staffers too.
Oh yeah. Bob Haney did some of the scripts.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
That's only a sketch because it was for a cover, but it's my only time of drawing Space Ghost, and I haven't actually got the. It was a sketch cover.
Oh, Russ, that
Yeah, amazing.
That's gorgeous.
Amazing.
That's so
It's
beautiful.
cool.
And they
you
wanted
gotta
Batman and Space Ghost next to each other. So there
Oh,
you
you gotta send
cool.
me that. Oh
Yeah,
send me
seriously.
a file.
Ditto.
Oh my
That's
God.
beautiful.
go.
Great.
Again,
Hold on.
only a sketch.
Russ, your favorite cartoon growing up?
Favorite cartoon? God, this. I've got to remember. When I was a kid, do you know what they were still showing those sort of half animated Marvel.
Yeah,
animations.
we watched the opening for
yeah.
Iron
Oh,
Man.
right,
earlier.
yeah.
They
Very
still had
Marvel
those, and I loved
inspired.
those.
Yeah.
If I think
Marvel
back to when I was a kid,
superheroes.
and I love the stuff on because we were talking about the banana splits.
Mhm.
They used to show that stuff on there. I
There's
liked
a real
that.
earworm.
And Scooby Doo. I loved Scooby Doo. I thought it was great.
Yes, I still do.
Yeah, I love it because it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
I just really love it.
Yeah, did you see the one where they unmask the guy and it's the guy that owns the place and he blames the kids for it? Did you
I
see
know.
that one episode?
I'd have gotten
Oh,
away
yeah.
with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
Exactly.
Every
Yeah, that's the
time.
one.
I did see the one where they unmask him as the guy that's wanted in 7 states.
Oh yeah, that one. That's the other one.
I hope
He
you
would have
take
gotten away with
one,
that too if it
because
wasn't for them darn
that
kids.
one's legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn, your favorite cartoon growing up?
Spider-Man. I used to watch the Captain America one as well, and when I used to look forward to guessing which comic the artwork came from, because they just used cutouts, didn't they?
Oh
And
yeah.
it was, you know,
I remember the Sleeper episodes very well when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's always hung up in my mind. For me, it was always Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest.
Johnny
For me,
Quest.
and I saw that.
Oh.
Remember seeing that in prime time. I grew up in a very strict religious household, and that we had Bible study at the house on Tuesday nights, and my folks would only tolerate me watching the opening. Then I had to go.
Wow.
Oh,
to Bible study for the longest time.
I used to like the
I caught it
Flintstones as
on
well.
I caught it on reruns. On
oh man.
Once I finally found it.
it
Yeah.
ran through on reruns. I was just eating it up. Yeah.
The
Most of the-
Flintstones and Top Cat were good.
Yeah, Glenn.
Oh,
Most of
too,
the
yeah, that was
cartoons,
also prime time for a season or
most
two.
of the
yeah.
cartoons we had in the UK, the cartoons tended to be like the lighter stuff. Like they weren't
Yeah.
as adventurous.
No,
So I
that's
think
true.
we got some Tarzan, and I think we got a little bit of Buck Rogers as well, or is it Flash Gordon?
Flash Gordon.
It might have been Flash
Defenders of
Gordon.
Earth.
Yeah.
We
There
got
was
a
a-
few of those,
Yeah.
but most of the cartoons that are on telly tended to be the funny ones. So like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and
Yeah.
Favourite Roadrunner and Wile E.
Roadrunner, yeah.
Coyote, that kind
Roadrunner
of stuff.
was good.
So, and they were kind of filled in with the puppetry of
Jerry
Super
Anderson.
Marionation.
Jerry
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the action stuff tended to be sort of that stuff, and the funny stuff was the animated.
I always had a soft spot in my heart for Droopy because of his uplifting attitude.
Oh yes, yes.
Hello, all you happy people.
I'm so happy.
Just great.
I like that guy in Popeye when he says, could I borrow $1? I'll pay you back Tuesday.
Wimpy.
Wimpy,
yeah.
Oh, we did
Gladly
used
pay
to get obviously He-Man. We got that.
Yeah.
That
I
was
didn't watch that.
quite good, but that was lightweight compared to Thunderbird. So,
But all the old 60s Toth superheroes were real big for me, especially the Herculoids. Loved them. Bloop and
Oh
Cleat.
yeah. All of
Big
those
Lou and Tundro and-
Hanna-Barbera and superhero adventures.
Amazing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hate it on Saturday mornings, my local TV station, when they ran the Impossible Trio. About 2 minutes into it was when they ran the weekly civil defense test.
Oh, great. Yeah.
You know, we interrupt this program to bring you a test of the emergency broadcast system. Screw you. Get those cartoons back on the air. I don't care this place dies in the nuclear holocaust. I want my Impossible.
That space pirate, I don't remember the name. Johnny Quest, Tarzan, so many other good stuff back then.
in the 80s, we got a lot of influx of
you might be
manga
talking
kind of stuff.
Captain
Battle of
Harlock.
Planets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Captain Harlock, yeah.
Marine Boy.
Marine Boy, yeah.
right.
Because all the dialogue was always Marine Boy.
Yeah, and we got some of the British cartoons like Danger Mouse. I love Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse.
And Rocket Robin too.
Yes, Roger Ramjet. Oh my God, that was great. With Gary Owens.
I worked on the comic of Duckula.
Did you
remember Duckula?
Yeah,
Duckula. Yes.
Done by the
bloody
same folks who did
name
Danger
dropper,
Mouse.
you Glenn.
I know. Well, got to do it.
Yeah.
Can't say I've done nothing, can I?
It took me a while to warm up to it, but I really, really started to enjoy Bullwinkle and
Yeah.
Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Natasha. She's
So-
gorgeous,
yeah.
aren't you, Natasha?
That's one of those cartoons you have to be old enough to love, you know?
Yeah.
Boy, it ages well. It really does. I
Yeah.
mean,
It does.
the
It's not
humor-
really meant, and again, that was prime time cartoon.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah.
That's good stuff.
What I find fun is to watch older movies or older TV shows, and you see live actors who you can tell, oh, they voiced this particular show where they were on that, because you can just, I mean, I can, at least I know some people can tell the voices are so distinctive. It's just like,
especially if they have a distinctive voice themselves.
It took me seeing the cast picture of the Flintstones to realize the woman who voiced Betty Rubble was the runner, the mom of the hotel on Petticoat Junction.
Be Benaderet, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Jethro
Never
Bodine's
realized until
mother.
I saw, that was just a few years ago. I saw a cast picture and I'm like, oh crap, that's
yeah.
Yeah. It was
So
like,
I
I
used to-
remember-
And the guy who voiced Fred Flintstone looks like Fred Flintstone. He was
Yeah.
amazing. This
For
big-
some reason, I would always run home after school to watch Petticoat Junction. I have no idea why.
Was Sharon Tate in that? Or was that Green Acres she was in? Sharon Tate was
Zsa Zsa
in.
Gabor
Sharon Tate was in Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
First
Oh,
couple
was she?
seasons, she played Milburn Drysdale's secretary, or the
Okay.
one that assisted Nancy Culp.
Oh, I'll be darned. Wow.
All right, one last one before we go, because somebody requested it.
We're going to run Super President again.
Yes, one more time.
And my apologies to anybody that lost more money today. I had to show up to throw off those ledger sheets.
Always spat on Rosamund.
Here we go.
Roger Ramjet and his eagle fighting for our freedom.
You don't have enough room in your head for this earworm.
But to see him, Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to the station. So come and join us, all you kids, for lots of fun and laughter. As Roger Ramjet and his men get all the crooks they're after. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventure, just be sure and stay tuned to the station.
Today's exciting episode.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That is
Now
great.
you'll hear that the rest of the day. You
Oh
are
my
welcome.
God, Jess.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah. And then I'm going to make you pay for it.
It takes the rest of Mitch's life.
They could have played the opening for Super Chicken. Anyway.
Oh, yes.
Super chicken.
All right.
And on a related note, though, great
Because you're that
radio,
gullible.
the great radio comedy Chicken Man out of WLS in Chicago was just funnier than you can imagine.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Dick Orkin, yeah.
Oh my God.
The man who did an ad for a cemetery in Cleveland, and he lost the contract when in the demo he said that it was located 6 feet under Cleveland.
I can't believe they did an advertisement for a cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Please,
they did a
please
lot of
tell
great
me-
stuff. A lot of great
Please
stuff.
tell me
Cleveland
it
Cemetery,
was done
people
in
are
the
dying to
style
get in. Yeah.
of a used car salesman, please. I just had that like a guy in his wacky. Come on, come now.
Well, I had to say this, and forgive me, it was dead serious. But
this is going to be it. I've got to run, but we'll
we
play
gotta
this as we go out. So we got to go.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for watching. We can probably go around the room really quick if anybody wants to tell where they can be found. Scott's got his email right there.
Email there on
Mitch has
Facebook.
got his email right there.
my link tree.
Brian's got his email right there. I got a Facebook. Glenn's got Amazon under Glenn B. Fleming. Take a look there. Some great stuff. And comic book black belt Russ Leach is available there. New Haven Publishing. Only Death Can Save Us. Also available on Amazon. Go buy that book. We deeply appreciate everybody watching today. We're going to step out after this because it's that kind of an earworm that you're never going to forget. Here we go.
Thanks, Randy.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love
Super
it.
chicken.
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken. You're afraid to have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink his super sauce and throw the bag out for a loss, and he will bring them in alive and kicking. There is one thing you should learn when there is no one else who can do. Call for Super Chicken.
Super chicken.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that out. That's fantastic. I'm gonna watch that this
It ran
afternoon.
with George of the Jungle.
Oh my God.
There is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken.
Ah.
If you're a man, you'll have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink his super sauce and throw the back
Love
door
his
once
drink the martini.
Henry Cabot Henhouse
There was nothing you should learn
III.
when there was no one else to turn to. Call for Super Chicken. Call for Super Chicken.
That was part of George of the Jungle, along with Tom Slick.
That's right.
And George,
Oh, I
all of those are earworms you're never going to forget once you hear them.
No, they're just
You'll
so
be-
good.
You
You
knew the
might
job
not-
was dangerous when you took it.
Yep.
Just
Fred.
love it.
It was always Fred the
Fred.
lion.
That's
And
right.
he'd always jump in front of the danger. He'd always the one that takes the physical violence. And then Super Chicken would go, "You knew the job was dangerous when you took it, Fred." Great stuff, folks. We deeply appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. Our numbers are real solid today. I don't know if we'll ever be able to do this again. We'll see if we get copyright struck by somebody. Probably the oddest song, probably Super Chicken for all we know. Who did we just lose? Russ. Sorry, Russ.
Russ couldn't take anymore.
Couldn't take anymore. He's going to be humming that song the rest of his day.
Right.
The rest of the day.
He's going to be in a corner. He's going to be in a
Just
corner.
jumped out the, he just jumped out the window.
Yeah.
He probably
All
went
day
to look
long
it up
going,
on. Probably went to look it up on YouTube as we speak. Take care, everybody. See you next Sunday, 9 a.m. for Sunday Funnies. Friday morning, 5 a.m. for Comics by Night. We're looking probably at Walt Simonson's Alien adaptation this week.
Chef's
The
kiss.
Artisan edition from the great Artisan edition from IDW.
Nice.
Folks, we'll see everybody soon. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Deeply appreciate you. Indie Comic Networks, folks, we're archived over there. So I'm not sure if this one's going to make it or not. All depends on if we get struck, if we have to do some creative editing. We'll see you soon, folks. Take care.
Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comic Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
Yep, the wife's already telling me we need to go. Buck, 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 everybody. And I got one more clip here to run. No, not that one. We could run this one.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.